friends, welcome to the next video lecture on spread spectrum digital communication systems. So in the previous class we have discussed how to generate the spread spectrum signal, that is what is the meaning of spread spectrum, how it is spreading the signal. Now we'll start with the module, that is first topic is spread spectrum communication systems. In that one we have seen that what are the resources with the digital communication. The main resources are transmitted power and the bandwidth. So these two resources are to be efficiently utilized. Now we are sacrificing, so at some instant of time we are sacrificing these two resources at the cost of some other things, like if we want security, if we want to secure the signal information, so we are sacrificing some amount of bandwidth. So in the spread spectrum technique we are sacrificing the bandwidth, that is for obtaining the secure communication. Okay, now here the spread spectrum modulation technique was firstly used for the military applications, where the hostile environment, like unfriendly signals which were causing jamming, okay, which were causing the intended signals were secured. Afterwards, the spread spectrum modulation was used again in the civil applications like wireless communications. Nowadays, everywhere we are using, that is for our wireless communication we are using spread spectrum modulation. That is, wherever there is only single channel for multiple accessing of the channel, we are using the spread spectrum modulation technique. Now here, so coming to the model of a spread spectrum digital communication system. So this is a model. The model is same as the normal communication system, normal block diagram of a communication system. Only the thing is there are two extra blocks which are nothing but pseudo-random generator at the transmitter side and pseudo-random generator at the receiver side. Now here, apart from channel encoder, with the modulator, in conjunction with the modulator, we are using a pseudo-random generator, that is PN sequence generator, what we have seen in the previous session. Now here at the demodulator also, the same PN sequence generator is used at the receiver side. So the main thing here is to maintain the synchronization between the transmitter and the receiver. So whatever the PN sequence we are using at the transmitter, the same PN sequence should be used at the receiver. So there should be a synchronization between the transmitter and receiver. So for transmitting the PN sequence, so first the PN sequence from the transmitter is transmitted to the receiver without a probability of error, that is probability of detection is more, okay. So it is PN sequence is sent to the receiver. Now the receiver will be having the PN sequence what is used at the transmitter. So that same PN sequence is used by the receiver for demodulation technique. Now here, so the main things what the model tells, that is what the model considers, synchronization is main thing. There should be a synchronization between the transmitter and the receiver, and if at all there is an interference which is introduced by the channel, there may be a two type of interference. The two type of interference signals, they may be broadband interference or narrowband interference. Now narrowband interference means if the interference has the same bandwidth as that of the signal what we are transmitting, then such type of interference signals we are calling it as a narrowband interference signals. Now coming to broadband interference signals, so broadband interference signals are nothing but the interference signals which are coming from other users. So other users are also using the same channel and they are also using the spread spectrum technique. So the bandwidth is used by them is more. So broadband signals are used by those users. So if they are using the same channel, then there will be an interference caused by those users. That is in the multiple access technique. Okay, now coming to, so where all we are using this one, that is we are using the spread spectrum technique along with the two modulation schemes. The first modulation scheme with which it is used is PSK. So in conjunction with PSK, that is in addition with PSK, we are using the spread spectrum technique. That is we are phase modulating the signal, carrier signal pseudo randomly. That is what we are doing with along with the PSK, we are using the spread spectrum. That kind of spread spectrum technique we are calling it as a direct sequence spread spectrum technique. Next, the modulation scheme, that is spread spectrum technique, what we are using with the frequency shift key is frequency hop technique. That is in conjunction with the FSK, that is M array S FSK. M should be greater than 2. When we are going for a spread spectrum along with FSK, M should be greater than 2. So that technique we are calling as a frequency hopping technique. So these two techniques are spread spectrum techniques only, but they are used with the two different modulation schemes. So these two techniques, that is how to generate these two modulation techniques, and then what is the generation, how to generate the direct sequence spread spectrum is the topic of the next session. Thank you.